let it be food also that keeps me from moving. Like, food got too much hold on my life. Hey everybody, it's Brihall and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a full chit chat, get ready with me, because I feel like so much keeps changing like every 2 weeks. So I have to do updated ones of these. Today I'm going to be trying out some new products. This video is sponsored by MAC and I'm going to be trying out the new MAC Studio Fix Tech Cream to Powder Foundation. I've been seeing this online a lot as well, so I was really excited to try this launch, especially the idea of cream to powder, because I've actually never tried a foundation quite like that before. So we'll see how this goes. I pulled up what the claims are for the foundation. So this foundation claims to be a lightweight, sweat and humidity resistant foundation in a transformative texture that provides medium buildable coverage, the natural matte finish. Now, I put the cheat codes in a little, y'all, because I use a little bit of the foundation around my brow area, because I usually, how do I put it, conceal the top of my brows with the foundation I'll be using so that everything looks seamless. I can already see the texture of how it's drying down, but I'm curious to see how it's going to look on my whole face, so we're gonna get into that today. So I'm actually going to start with my eyes. I'm using the Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape Contour Palette in medium dark. Like, this was one of my first real like high-end palettes I got when I was younger, so I'm excited to try this. Also, natural hair is back out and in full effect, y'all. You know how you just go through those wig phases, so I'm finally like coming back into a natural hair phase, but I do have some like really fire wigs I want to try out, so I'm just taking it one day at a time. I guess like the first thing I wrote down to talk about today, because you know I be trying to keep my points on track, is like, I don't know if y'all have been feeling this, but as of recently, I've been feeling like I'm in a time warp. I don't know if you know what I mean, but like almost like I'm not feeling my age, if that makes sense, because a year and some change has passed in, you know, quarantine and all that stuff. So I'm feeling like time doesn't feel real. There's a term for that, y'all. Can y'all let me know? Because it's really hard to actually explain this feeling where, you know, time is passing, but I still feel like my age, not my mind necessarily, because I've been learning a lot, but I got like stuck pre-quarantine, if that makes sense. I think it's because sometimes the way I contextualize time is through like milestones and, you know what I mean, like Christmases, birthdays, all those sort of things. And since this past year I didn't break the rules and stuff like that, I stayed home the whole year, like I feel like those milestones didn't happen, you know, in an in-person way that makes the year feel real. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Is that making sense? Because I hope it is. It's a really hard thing to describe, and I know there's probably a term for it. I've been working on getting out of that, and I'm excited because I'm finally starting to feel like myself a little bit again. And it's weird because since I'm partially like, I'm an extroverted introvert, if that makes sense, so I value and love my alone time, y'all, but I get this super charged feeling after I hang out with good people with really good energy. I love how I feel after a day out with some really cool friends, some artsy friends and all that. So the person that I have never quite been, but I've always wanted to be, is that person that does like lots of photo shoots. Well, no, that's a lie. I've done photo shoots, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about like milestone photo shoots. I don't even think, no, I've never even taken like voluntary graduation photos. In college, I have no graduation photos. The only photo I have is that quick cell phone photo of the back of my cap that says "She don't even go here." Like, that is it. So I've been wanting to just start doing that and really documenting things. The way I look at it is like, throughout this past year, I was looking back at like New Year's of 2019 and just seeing how much fun we were having and everything, and it just made me like, dang, I want to really get back into documenting things the way I used to, even now that like life has essentially changed a little bit. I actually started planning out photo shoots for myself with an amazing team of people. I've been doing that, and definitely go follow me on Instagram to see some of the shoots that we've done. Like, they are very luxurious, you know. I wouldn't say I'm not luxurious, but I'm very laid back. Again, I'm snapping back out of like being an athlete. I think if you're a former athlete, let me know if you struggle with this. I noticed like a lot of girls who did like track and stuff like that, they're able to really, I guess, code switch between athletic and, well, not all of them, but just people I knew. They was able to kind of switch between their athleticism and like, I guess like their femininity is what I'm trying to say. So I'm still working on that, like, cause I'm lazy, y'all. Like, I went went to college, and that's when YouTube popped off for me. And y'all, I was wearing like sweatpants, joggers, t-shirts. The one thing, oh man, I messed up my line over here. It's okay, y'all. We gonna blend that out. The one thing that forced me to kind of try new things with like clothing and stuff is when I actually worked in retail, because we had to dress a certain way to work there. So yeah, I think that's when I started, you know, taking a bigger interest. But now I'm starting to get really into fashion and clothes, which I didn't think this day would come, y'all, but it's happening. So I'm working on planning an actual photo shoot for my birthday, which I have never done. Can y'all believe that? Like, I've never done a birthday photo shoot. Like the cute ones and all that stuff, I've literally, even for my childhood best friend, I planned a photo shoot for her birthday and shot the photos and edited them and did her makeup and styled her hair. And I never have done one for myself. I don't know what it is, but I really want to do these things because you only have one life, y'all. You only have one life. You're only going to be this age once. SZA really said that. She said our youth is in the present, and I felt that. Like, that just hit different. That's the truth. That is the truth, y'all. No, for real. This is my eye. Ignore the blend. It is not perfect, but you know, we working through. But another thing I was gonna say that I'm really happy about is I'm really starting to get the hang of LA. It did take like almost a full year to get the hang of it. Usually when I move, it takes me like 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? But it was just also like the timing of the move. As y'all know, finding new favorite spots, like food spots and all that stuff, was the big food is like the most important thing wherever I go. So that's been something that was really taking a little bit of time. I finally have a doctor, all that good stuff. You know, when you first move, there's a bunch of stuff you don't even think about when you're about to move, especially like out of state. Oh snap, I need a new dentist. You're thinking about the general day-to-day stuff, like if I want to get my nails done, I need to find a new shop for that, or if I want to get my lashes, or where's the nearest mall, where's the nearest fast food, all that. I'm finally like really happy with the doctor I got. It has made living here just so much better. I have come to love the Los Angeles taco trucks, okay? If you come out here, don't sleep on these taco trucks, okay? You might be driving by and thinking like, oh, no, girl. Like, they infuse the smoke and the heat into the food. Like, it is made with love. They have my heart, okay? LA taco trucks, amazing. And that's the only thing that I've also noticed about like moving from North America, because I've definitely thought about moving out the country like more than once, but then I realized, yo, South America is literally right below us. Things like Chipotle, Mexican food, etc., Tex-Mex, all that has been a huge part of my upbringing living in America. So it's like, dang, if I move to another country, like that's not gonna be as common as it is here, where I can go block to block to block to block in LA and find taco trucks, restaurants, endless and authentic. Oh my god. So I was like, let it be food also that keeps me from moving. Like, food got too much hold on my life. Since literally, again, living in a dry state, I put moisturizer on right before filming this, y'all, and tell me why. It's gone. Like, it's literally, if you look at my skin, it has a little bit of glow to it, but no, y'all, like, it poof. If I don't seal my moisturizers with oil out here, they just evaporate. 15 minutes, like they're gone. That's another thing that I've gotten used to, and I knew better. When you knew better, you do better, but not this time, sis. So I'm gonna take this Fix Plus just to rehydrate my face a little bit. I'm not used to putting nails on, y'all. Like, I kind of do it sporadically nowadays. Y'all know, if you follow me for a long time, I used to stay with the stilts. I used to stay with the claws. Yeah, now I kind of do them sporadically because I do my hair so much. But before, I used to get acrylics all the time, so like there was no taking them off to do my hair. But now I be doing a lot more press-ons again, because shout out to the glue that I started using. I'll do a whole new video if y'all want a press-on video on like how I make them, how I get the glue, all that. Anyway, so now we're gonna try the MAC Studio Fix Tech Cream to Powder Foundation. All right, y'all. I just want to preface this by saying that the color looks different when you first swatch it, but it almost dries down a little bit lighter than it looks. I'm usually at NC44, and this is NC44 in the cream to powder foundation, which is like, it doesn't look like the right shade, because this, as you can see, this is an NC44 in the Studio Fix Fluid. It might not show up that much on camera. I don't know if y'all can see on camera, like these look like two totally different colors, right? And when I first swatched this on, because I did swatch it again, it's going to look a different color, but I noticed that once it dries down, it's a a little bit different. But just to keep that in mind, when you're going to pick a color from the store, you definitely want to get a good swatch before you pick this up and let it dry down fully just to see if it's the right shade for you. Because look at this, y'all. When I first saw this, I was like, oh no. So then I put the NC42 on, which is usually my concealer shade. And then the NC42, when it dried all the way down, when I swatched them, the NC42 was then too light. And I noticed that this performs best with a brush. Y'all are probably like, what on earth is going on with this color? I know. I thought the same thing. At first, y'all. But let me blend her out. Once you do your concealer and everything, it blends out. Okay, y'all. I need y'all to trust the process. I really do. All right, so as y'all can see, it's starting to dry down a little bit. But again, once I put my concealer and stuff on, it'll be fine. One thing I did notice again is the NC42 is a more exact match, but when it dries down, it just looks a pinch too light. So I was like, I might need to find like somewhat of an in-between shade or start mixing those two. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw my concealer on. So anyway, y'all, another thing I was gonna say that I've noticed that has been missing in my life, and I think I've talked about this before, but I did it today. So that's why it's sticking out to me a little more. Fitness, but not like fitness that I don't want to do. I'm used to doing group sporting activities, you know, most of my life, and even in college I had to take PE. So I was like, dang, something had been feeling like it was missing for like my mental health and all that. And I realized, I was like, oh my gosh, every time, I kid y'all not, every time I think I'm sad or things aren't going this way or I feel empty, I notice that I haven't done any fitness related in a few days or a week or so. But then let me go ahead and do some yoga or something, and I'd be prancing around the house like I be feeling on top of the world. And it's funny because it's scientifically proven that, you know, for people like me with ADHD, fitness is actually highly recommended. And you hear these things, but then, you know, you think of it like multivitamins, like, okay, it's highly recommended, but if I don't do it, like, it's not the end of the world, girl. It is. For me, it is. Like, I am coming into realizing that, like, that's just a really important thing that I need to stay on top of. So I signed up for a bunch of Zoom fitness classes. Not every day, like, everything's a little bit different, and I started vlogging again, so I can show y'all if you want me to show you some of the stuff I've been doing. But some of them are not like fitness, like, you know, cardio and weightlifting and things. Some of them are actually for pole, and some of them are actually yoga fitness classes and things like that for like flexibility and strength training and all that stuff. And then I have more of my like cardio conditioning stuff. So I broke it up so everything's kind of spaced out. Yeah, I just don't want to overdo it, especially when I'm just starting out. That's one thing I learned about consistency, not to overdo it the first week or the first day I'm trying something or doing something. I said, just like, literally when they say set a small goal and then just make that your thing, that's real, because I was like, sometimes my goal is just to show up. And even that can be challenging, right? But I think I like these Zoom classes a little more because, number one, even though there's so much free fitness content online, it's something about knowing you paid for something that makes it harder. And when it's a group thing you paid for, like, you know, we all can ignore a gym membership because there's nobody clocking us. But when it's a group thing and they take attendance, you'd be like, girl, let me pull up. So I love that. It's giving me the same satisfaction of taking group classes and stuff, you know, where we can ask questions and everything, but without like the social component or the social anxiety, or, you know, I could turn my camera off during some of the class if I don't feel like having people see me struggling. But it's also good to have your camera on when you can, because the teachers will tell you like when your form is bad and things like that. So yeah, y'all, that's a big thing I've learned about myself. I feel like I've been learning so much about myself during this past year. I thought I already knew myself pretty well, but like, no, I learned a lot about what I need, where certain behaviors even come from, and all that stuff. I'm also taking like this MAC translucent powder. But yeah, y'all, so in an effort to like just get back into the game of life now that we're coming into a nearly post-lockdown period. It's not post-lockdown yet, but you know what I'm saying. I'm actually scheduled to get my vaccine. Fingers crossed. If y'all want me to vlog that and put that on the vlog channel, let me know. because I most likely will be filming that and I can compile it into a vlog for y'all. But yeah, I'm going to start just, you know, doing things that's been on my little bucket slash wish list. And those are the type of videos I really want to start doing, is more like long form experimental videos, even if it's something about my hair. Like, I know a lot of y'all been asking me about the no oils or butters challenge, but I told you I live in an area where everything evaporates and I need something to hold the moisture down. I'm curious to see how it would go with just like liquid leave-ins, but I don't know if I could do that, y'all. But everything else, like even things that was like my childhood dreams and stuff, I am trying to experiment and try things and do things I want to do, because you only have one body, you only have one life. And I'm just ready, y'all, to just, I feel like this past year I was kind of passively experiencing life. I definitely as a survivor of like trauma and stuff, I feel like I went into autopilot mode a little bit. I know other people who have been through trauma can understand what I'm saying, where like it's my body's natural response to something crazy going on. It's just like, all right, we need to survive this. But I'm trying to get out of survival mode and into thriving and just experiencing all the beauty that life has to offer. It's also like laziness, because beauty requires work, like clearly. I mean, no, you don't need makeup to be beautiful, but you know what I'm saying? Like the more lavish, luxurious beauties in life do require a little bit of extra work. Something I've just acknowledged is thinking about how I feel after I do something that was considered work initially, and just how good that feels, and really just, you know, remembering that feeling and locking that in, because you have to reprogram your brain to be like, hey girl, you're not in danger if we spin on this pole for a second. Yeah, I just gotta remind my mind that a lot of times. And then like the last thing I want to talk about is really, y'all, just like feeling like I don't fit in the influencer bubble. When I hang out with influencers one-on-one, it's always a vibe. It's fun. We have great times. But I just mean like the online persona of being an influencer. Like, girl, I am a nerd. Like I am an artiste. Like I don't feel like it feels kind of like high school, you know what I'm saying? Like, and kind of repeating that. I feel like a lot of influencers either were a nerd in high school and then they glue up, you know what I'm saying? So now they're standing on the internet, or they were already that popular girl in high school and they just, it's a continuation, you know what I mean, of that aesthetic. I like doing cosplay and I like cartoons. I like drawing, majored in animation. So like, it's that constant battle of reminding myself it's okay to be me, because sometimes it is less validating. Sometimes you want to fit in, like it's just a natural human instinct, but I just have to remind myself that like being me is what got me here. And I know that I'm probably speaking for or with a bunch of people that have felt that way, like they don't fit somewhere. And I have to also realize like that's who follows me, is people that might not feel like they fit into society in this perfect box, Chanel bags and glamour and all these things, and that's okay. Like, it's okay to be artsy and fartsy and be wearing Vans from months ago and not having all the latest, because that's another conflict I have, is like I can afford the latest, you know what I mean? I can afford like the influencer lifestyle, but I'm also pretty frugal. I recently have even treated myself to a little bit of fashion stuff, because I do love fashion, don't get me wrong, y'all, but you know what I'm saying, I just can't do that 100% of the time. Like I'm very laid back, and I don't want to like force something that's not me. So I'm just figuring out like now the best way to showcase who I am, but still make it like not even entertaining, but you guys know what I mean, like make it good content as well. Yeah, I think the key is just not overthinking it, which good luck with that. Like I really be overthinking. Can y'all tell? Comment below if y'all feel me on this, okay? I'm about to set my face again. I used to go ham with the Fix Plus when I was in college. Girl, bathing in it, okay? Also, I think another battle that I'm facing, that a lot of people in the influencer world face, is I'm not a niche influencer by any stretch of the imagination. Like, hair is just what happened to like pop the most, but I literally have so many other interests, And it does get a little sad when, you know, like I even see this with other influencers and it makes me so sad for them because it's like they'll be talking about their life or something really personal and people be like, show us your hair, flat iron your hair. Yeah, I feel like, oh my God, like relax. So it's just that battle of like what people want to see versus who I actually am, and just being okay with not being validated, you know, by views and everything like that. Because if who you are, people don't want to see that, then that's also something I have to be at peace with, you know. But it is hard as, you know, human nature. You want people to, well, you want a community, right? And a community is people with similar interests as you. When you do post things you're interested in and your community doesn't engage with it, it'd be like, dang, okay. It's something that I feel like everybody grapples with, where you're trying to branch out and still do the content that's helpful. But in reality, when you think about it, y'all, like I've done almost 300 videos predominantly with like hair and makeup. So I was like, I just want to show, it's not even like I want to show different things, I want to show more what I got going on, because I'm only doing my hair a certain percentage of the week and I'm only doing my makeup a certain percentage of the day. And in total, like that might be like out of the week, maybe 3-4 hours of my week. Well, no, maybe like 6 hours. So what I'm showing is like maybe 6 hours of the week when you do makeup and hair, but like there's all the other stuff that be going on, books, art, pole dancing, skating, all these other things I love to do. So I'm gonna start doing them anyway. I don't care anymore, but I feel like it's a law of attraction. So when I do the things that I already love to do, some people may go that only want hair and nothing else but these protein strands on my scalp. But the people that really find value in like creativity and all this other stuff, yeah, I might sacrifice some people, but like the community that I deserve and want will come. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll attract new people that value that, and that's fine with me. So I'm in that space right now, y'all, where I'm just getting back to myself. When I try to fit in a bubble, I'd be depressed. So no more of that. I'm gonna throw a gloss on my lid just because I feel like it would really bring this look together. I hope this message is good as well for anyone who's either on social media, which is most people I'd assume, and other influencers and people that like watch things, or if you want to start a business, or if you want to just do something and put yourself out there, be your most authentic version of yourself. There's all those formulas about how to get popular and things like that. And yeah, you want to do a trending thing here and there, but when you do those trending things, people kind of hold you to that bubble. So you do want to make maybe 60-40, right? 60% of your content just being like raw, you forget what's trending, and then the other 40% can be trending things, because of course you want to bring new people in to discover your channel, and sometimes a trend is the best way to do that. But just do you know what I'm saying? Do what you do. I want to wear glossy lids out more. It's just that they be taking your lashes off low-key when they're done. All right, y'all, thank you so much for watching my chit chat get ready with me. Please comment below any encouraging words for me as well as other people watching, but also if you resonated with anything I said, I would love to. I'm gonna be deep in these comments this time, just like reading through and responding, especially within the first hour that the video drops. So make sure you comment early, keep your post notifications on. We're almost getting close to 800,000 subs. I think it's about time for that milli, y'all. I told you I knew the consistency was my biggest battle, but now that we're on a schedule, let's get us to a milli. I feel it coming, okay? Anyway, I love y'all so much, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Comment below videos you'd also like to see next. I love fulfilling your requests. Also, make sure to check out Mac's new Studio Fix Tech Cream to Powder Foundation. I hope y'all can see what I was talking about now that my whole face is done with the color. I'm always somebody that if I'm kind of in between two shades, I'll always go with the shade up, like the darker shade, because then, you know, once I do the lighter concealer and blend everything, it's gonna look more like I have a very soft contour. So I like that. Peace out, gang, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.